A trick to know when the next correction is going to happen. Isn't it exactly what everyone is looking for? Hello everyone, this is my first video. I am Ankit Singh and today we are going to learn the simplest trick ever to understand when the next correction is going to happen. We are going to learn this trick and make use of it as a trader. I have named this trick 123 because the trick is easy to understand, easy to remember and easy to apply. So it must have a matching name, right? So let's begin with understanding the first and only rule of this trick is that an uptrend can have only 3 corrections. Yes, only 3 corrections, in which 2 are minor corrections and one will be the major correction, the biggest correction. All we need to understand is if a trend has only one minor correction, then it is going to have one more minor and one major correction. So we have so much time. A trend has 2 minor corrections, then it is going to have a one major correction, then still we have some time. But when the trend has already given us 2 minor corrections and reaching towards the new high, so it becomes very complicated, right? Because we don't know when the next biggest correction is going to happen. But we do not need to worry about this right now. We are just here to understand this simple trick and apply it in any chart in any market. Now I am going to share 3 examples, in which 2 examples are from the Nifty itself, from 2 different trends, okay, in the same market, same index, and then I'm going to share another example with different market, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin chart. So this is the Nifty chart in monthly time frame, and we are going to study this trend. Okay, the trend started in 2003 and ended here in 2008, the biggest market crashes of history. Now all we need to do is count. Where we can find the first minor correction? Here. This is our first minor correction. Now let's look for the second minor correction. Okay, this is the second minor correction. So when we already have 2 minor corrections, then there is only one thing left. One major big correction. Okay, that started in 2007. As you can see, this is our big major correction. Now you have the idea of this trick, right? All we have to do is count 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 means 3 corrections. Okay, 2 minor correction, one major correction. That's a very simple trick to understand and very simple to apply. Now many people can be confused here. Which corrections should we count? Okay, we can also count this small correction in between the trends, but that's not right. But I have a one simple trick to add into this so that it will become very easier for you to understand which correction we should count. We should use EMA of 12 intervals, and whenever the price is breaking below the EMA, that correction only we should count. As we can look also in this trend, the price is breaking below this EMA here at the first minor correction and again in the second minor correction, and then there will be the third major correction, the biggest correction. Okay, that will break all the EMAs, 100 EMAs, 200 EMAs. Okay, now we have understood the first example. Now let's go towards the second example. Second example, the trend started here from 2009 and ended here in 2020. COVID crash, we all remember that. Now again, all we need to do is count. We need to find the first minor correction. If you can see through your eyes, this is going to be the first minor correction. This is going to be the second minor correction. We can also use the EMA if you want. Okay, here the price is breaking below the EMA. That means this is the first minor correction. Then again the price is breaking below the EMA here, and we are going to count it as a second correction. We can simply see the trend has started here, went up to here, and then we can see the correction simply. Now we already have 2 minor corrections, and it's time to have a big major correction that we see here in COVID-19. Okay, the correction was not random, it was there from very long time. You can also see accumulation before the correction. There was so much accumulation just before the correction. So it was not actually random, it was just waiting to happen. All you needed to know is when. Now let's understand our last example, Bitcoin. Okay, just to make you understand this trick, I am using only the simplest trends, not using any complicated trends. Okay, first we get a hold of this trick, then we are going to apply this trick into the complicated trends. And also there is one more thing to add into this trick from the Elliott wave theory. And with that theory, this trick, it is going to become a knife that we can use to execute trades. Right now it's a blade. Okay, let's understand this trend here. Started from 2019, ended here in 2022. Let's count the first minor correction. Okay, we do not need to use the EMA here. We can simply see the first minor correction. Okay, here. And then we need to find the second minor correction, which is going to be this. And when we already have two minor correction, then only there is one thing left. The biggest major correction. That was here. Almost about 80% drawdown. This is crypto for you. So now we have understood this simple trick. In the next video, I'm going to add some technical part, like I said, and we are going to make this trick, this blade, into a knife. Thank you everyone for listening to me. Goodbye.